So we're here to talk about the operation of the 258 and 258 XL. Specifically, these two machines will cut all your steel and stainless steel large capacity pipe. Starting off with the one machine to my left, we got the 258 that's going to handle your 2.5 to 8 inch pipe. Over here on the right, we have the 258 XL that's going to handle 8 inch to 12 inch. Okay. The unique thing about these two types of cutters is it cuts a little bit differently than your standard chop saw or sawzall. This is going to actually displace the material, very similar to a tubing cutter. It's going to push that material out of the way versus a chop saw where it's just going to cut directly through it. The advantage of that is it gives you a much cleaner cut, so there's less cleanup, less burrs and what have you to have to try and knock off and take off to clean up the pipe afterwards. This is going to give you a nice clean cut right away. Okay, as far as operation of the two pieces here, you do need a few accessories in order to get it to operate properly. First and foremost, you'll always have to use a square drive adapter. Square drive adapter is what the 700 power drive is going to connect directly to. The 700 is actually what's going to help rotate that blade while you're doing a cut. In addition, you always need to use a support stand. Either use one or two depending on the length of the pipe that you're going to be cutting. In this case, with a shorter run, basically have one support stand off to the side just to keep it nice and level while it's doing a cut. Longer runs, it's always good to have two support stands and position those stands closer to the machine versus pushing them further away, because as you perform the cut, you want the pipe itself to actually break apart, versus if the support stands are too far out, they can end up pinching and binding up the blade, which can sometimes damage it as well. And the last accessory that you'll need is the hydraulic pump. The hydraulic pump is what you're going to actually use to force, by pushing with your foot down, to actually engage the blade directly into the pipe as such. Okay, so we'll start off by positioning our pipe directly into the cutter. Make sure it's nice and level and nice and square as well. Now that that is engaged, we'll go ahead and connect our 700 power drive. 700 power drive, fit directly in as such. Now once that's popped into place, we'll go ahead and engage the hydraulic pump. Go ahead and press the release lever all the way down. Now once that's engaged, we're ready to start. With the blade up fairly high, we want to go ahead and step on the hydraulic foot pump and go ahead and at least engage it directly into the pipe to hold it into place. As you can see, as you put more pressure on it, the machine itself will actually kind of right itself and make itself nice and level. Position that foot pump wherever it is nice and comfortable for you. Once you're ready to start, so while we were doing that cut, basically I try to count about, for every one revolution of the pipe goes all the way around, I want to go ahead and step on the hydraulic pump one time to engage it further. So, as you can see on the cut, it's nice and clean. The only area that you may need to clean is right on the very inside, either with a file or even with some sort of a beveler to take that edge off. But otherwise, a very nice, clean cut.